Hello there, everybody. How are you doing? Let's start with a little cheer, a little rah-rah for victory here, even though we haven't won yet. But we're going to be continuing on with our little treasure hunt, and now that I think about it, there may be a third, or even fourth treasure hunt episode. The treasure hunt never ends. That's what this whole level is. You know, go through it once to beat the boss, then go through it a second time to get all the stuff. There's one right on the other side of that ledge, and she crawls over it to come and get us. There she is. Hello. Hello, Siegfried. Hello, Roy. There you go. Had a little trouble getting down here, huh? There we are. Come on. Come on out here. I don't want to just run through this door because these guys will probably follow me. I don't want that. Come on. I've been thinking a little bit about Eleum Loyce and the Loyce Knights, and it does remind me quite a bit of the way the soldiers of Boletaria still tried to defeat the dragons, even after King Allant essentially surrendered himself to them and tried to bring them into the kingdom. Things are really going south for me here. Jesus Christ. Fucking ganks. Alrighty. Every fucking enemy is designed to be able to hit you as you hit it. It's like they've gotten angry at people playing the game well, somehow. Jesus Christ. Alright. They wonder why people cheese this game so much. I wonder how much of the B team of Dark Souls, of the From Software, worked on Bloodborne, or is it like, did all of them just work on DS2 and none of them work on Bloodborne? Get decent damage with this bow. But the fact that they're, they're armored and they're casters, it was like they're saying that, yeah, those Havel mages, they were right. Good idea. Good job. Alright. Now, immediately to our right is a little alcove. Or is it an alcove? And one of those guys is going to jump down from it, so just to be aware. Come on. Come on, honey. There we go. And another spear dude. And I think that the king of this area seemed to give himself over to evil. He was trying to relight the first flame, which is a questionable activity. Jesus Christ, why? Why are all the fucking enemies in this fucking game designed to have so much health? They're designed to do this, to have so much health that they will always have one tiny little sliver at the end. It seemed in Dark Souls 1, I never noticed this when I was playing the game, that the enemies were designed to fall with, a standard number of hits that you would give them, like 1, 2. But this one, it seems designed to take almost everything away with 1, 2, and then leave some tiny, miserable little fraction of a percent at 3. And, that's just so galling. I really shouldn't have gone back to Dark Souls 1 before I continue this playthrough, because it's annoying me. I don't think any of these are mimics. Aside from the Twin Blade, I don't know if there's anything useful here. Let's take a look, though. Divine Blessing, useless. Just pretend to give it... just give us like 20 life gems instead of those Divine Blessings. Sorcerer's Twin Blade. I think you need like a very odd number of stats to use that. It's a very difficult number to get. And a soul vessel, that's useful, I suppose. Let's take a look at this Twin Blade here. It looks kind of neat, I guess. It's a bit too fantasy for me. Oh, and it doubles as a catalyst. Wow. Look at those stats. 20 faith, 20 intelligence, 30 dex. And I guess if you two-handed it, which it almost certainly would be, you'd get, you wouldn't have to have that much strength, but still, Jesus. Those are high stat requirements. But in DS2, I wonder how they're going to do levels in Bloodborne. I hope they're going to be a little bit more reasonable than they are here. Speaking of unreasonable, this next area, oh god, it's kind of a trial to get through. It was annoying to deal with these two caster guys anyway. That really just boils my blood, my old D&D player blood, that these casters have heavy armor. Oh, damn it, that followed through. You see, I tried to let go of the shield there. I actually let go of L1, but it did not lower the shield. And that's happened to me a lot, where I've been trying to lower the shield and move away. However, I was hit just before it went down and went through the animation. So I guess in some ways it has helped me at times, but more often than not, it's been a real harm to me, rather than a help. It's just been a nuisance, to be honest. Because, well, it's just an irritant. That I'm a stickler for control in my games, and that's one of the reasons that I like this game compared to other ones. I recently played, excuse me, sorry about that. I'm a big stickler for control in my games. I really don't like the idea of not having full control over every movement of my character at all times, which is why grapple attacks really tend to annoy me. But in the Dark Souls games, I found out I had full control over everything, once again. And that was a real boon to me, I thought. You know, it really is incredible that I have that. The fact that I can now fully control. I apologize if you hear some noise in the background. But the fact that I have full control of my character is really important. I recently played the 2013 Tomb Raider game, and just her movements, there was something off about them. I didn't like it. She seemed not to be a little bit heavier than she should, almost like Shepard was. He was a bit too. This guy is not as heavy, and her movements seemed a bit too slow. I didn't care for that. I forgot to mention that you should bring a flame butterfly at this point, but you should have them in general. Now, anyway, you should just have a couple always on you. If we tried to light these when the wind was still blowing, nothing would have happened. The fire would have been blown out of them, and so it would have been irrelevant. But there's another door of dark over here, and what exactly it's doing over here, I do not have the faintest idea. But there are actually two flexile sentries here, if you believe it. To the left here is a fake door that no one in their right mind would ever be fooled by. I mean, come on, have some dignity, try, please. And we're going to get ganked by all of these guys at once. They're all going to attack us at the same time. And they are going to come around up that secret area. They can find their way up there. And we're going to have to take them out like that. See? But the item that we came to get is just down there. The Bone Fist. And goddamn, is that a cool item. That's an entire playthrough right there, just based on that. Thank you, Lock-On System, for locking on to people that were far, far away from me, that I could never, ever have fought. Thank you. And we can't, remember not to drop down, because there are two flexile sentries down there. Or beasts with two back, as I call them. It really seems a wasted opportunity that they didn't call them that. There we go. I wonder if backstabs and ripostes cause durability damage. I mean, I think they must, but oh damn it! No, I didn't mean to use that flask there. And I don't think that over there is anything important. We'd have to go past one of the flexile sentries to get that, and I don't really feel like doing that. Let's see if we can aggro this guy. Yes, we can. That is a key that we really want to get. I'm just going to try to jump past him, which hopefully I can. If not, this will be a cut. Because I will be cutting too. That garrison ward key allows us to access the, what is it? The troll area, the troll boss. You do want to go there because I'll mention now that down in that troll area, oh, it's 2 human effigies. That's kind of useful, I guess. Down in that troll area, there are 2, or there is 1 important item. I don't think these guys can aggro much past that door. Like maybe here they could go to, but usually not. In that troll area there is 1 item, and I'll tell you about it now. It's the Mirah hat. And the Mirah hat is like Lucatiel's mask, except without the mask part. It's just a hat. And I think that looks really cool. Okay. Now for this next area here, where more of them stupid golems are. The whole thing seemed designed that you just can't run through it. And in Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, that was not the case. They knew that it was okay, under certain circumstances, for people to just run through some areas. And, I mean, even in the Valley of Defilement, if you knew where to go, you could run through it without fighting enemies, for the most part. There it is. Come on. The item that we're going... in the troll area, there's really nothing down there of very much use, I'm afraid. It's just a big, nasty, trollish mess for almost nothing. And the Mirah hat you can actually get fairly early on in the level, so that is something at the very least. And you can summon 2 people to go through with you, just like the other troll areas, but still not worth it. I don't know why that one aggroes, but not the other one. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Come on. I'm sorry, this is just repetitive stuff that we already did. I mean, it has changed somewhat, but not by a lot. Not by enough to make it more interesting. I believe, though, this is where you have to go to get the remainder of the Katarina set, I think. I'm not sure about that. Because there is another mimic in another room nearby that may be where you have to go to get the rest of that set. In fact, I think the main piece of it, the torso piece of it, although arguably the head piece is better. So you can backstab these guys, huh? You seem to have deliberately... I don't know why they made backstabbing so challenging. It doesn't make the game difficult to make the backstabbing more challenging. It seems, once again, they were trying to cover up for their lazy level design and monster design. And the monster design in this game, after going through Dark Souls 2 again, is pathetic. I have to re-emphasize this. I know I already talked about it, but it is awful. You know, the monsters in this game, they should be monsters. They should not all be just armored dudes, as what's his name, Yahtzee Croshaw from Zero Punctuation said. It's not just the bosses, it's the frickin' enemies are the armored guys. It's ridiculous. Come on. There we go. In Dark Souls 1, you just had access to so many cool, unique things. It felt so different. It felt so exciting. And you can see all of these monstrous tome-type guys. I really enjoyed that. But in this one, they just got lazy. They just got lazy. Although I suppose with more clothes, that is not that lazy. And they did do a magnificent design with the set design. But then again, the David Lynch Dune also did a magnificent job with set design, and had, shall we say, a few problems in other areas of the film. Bam! I wonder why these golems, if they are, I mean, they're called golems, rampart golems, I think. Why they're so small compared to the other golems. That's the room with the chest in it there, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go to Oh, I forgot these. Oh, 5 Radiant Life Gems. I forgot that. We're going to go over here. I remember making a message about this when I first came in here, and I was really happy that I figured it out. But these guys are not... Yeah, these guys are alive. I couldn't quite tell in the mist. I thought that they were just more, corpses on the ground. But no, they're hollows that will try to gank you. And I know that hollows are not difficult, but when you're trying to fight them and the golem guy, things become different. I also don't like the way that the zombies look in this game compared to the other one. And in the other game, in Dark Souls 1, the zombies really looked horribly... they looked like disgusting red pieces of beef jerky. Oh, the roll backstab. That was actually much easier in Demon Souls to get that roll backstab. Now we can get in here and get the bonfire. Something that I will mention that annoyed the crap out of me when I was playing DS1 was that you have to actually light and then sit at a bonfire in order for it to count that you have been there. And that can get very trying in a couple of cases, especially because it takes so much longer to actually sit at a bonfire. It takes, it may just be a couple of extra seconds, but it adds up and it's annoying. And I don't like it. Let us head through this door here, and I don't think the golem is going to aggro, I don't think. Although the little, what's-his-face? Mage guy very well might aggro. This is the mimic. Yep, he did. You little prick. Come here. Come here, honey. You'd think that they, of all people, would use spells, but nope. I don't think so. Titanite slab, that's very useful. I have to confess I made a mistake when I first came through here by not going inside and showing you this, because very uniquely, all of the mimics in the game are frozen in this way. However, they're frozen as monsters when they actually wake up in their monstrous form, not when they're like this. So you can actually see that these guys are bonfire aesthetics, that these guys are mimics, and remember it for when you come back. I'm not sure I'm crazy about that, because it kind of takes away from the point of having mimics in general, but hey, what are you going to do? Come on. Yes! Good. Yes! Katarina armor! Fatty fat fatten it. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A little something for the ladies. Yes. A little something for the ladies there. Very nice. Love it. Love that armor. But I'm not going to wear it. I did wear it a couple times in DS1, and I think during one run-through of DS2 I wore some of it in a New Game Plus run, but I'm not. It's a little unflattering, let's say, that armor. Yay! And we can now see the two formerly invisible pricks that were trying to attack us before. However, we're going to run straight across here and deal with a guy down here, because this guy can sometimes interrupt my fight with the other dudes. Yes! One time! The one time the follow-through actually worked. Okay, let's see what I can do against this prick. And he has a great sword, of course, and I think, does he have a Velen, maybe? Does he have a crossbow? And he has the shield of the Rebel Rame, but of course, his shield of the Rebel Rame does not deflect 70% physical. It deflects essentially 100% physical damage. On your ass! Oh shit. Did not mean to do that. I think I ran out of life gems, jeez. There we go. Oh, and he drops an item? Oh, drops the Elite Knight gear, okay. That makes sense. I think it is for the best if I run towards him, because I don't want him to activate that ballista. Well, no, he's coming over here anyway. It doesn't matter. Come on. Come on, honey. There we go. Oh, and he's using the Drake Keeper's sword. That's actually a pretty cool sword. And is that the Llewellyn shield, maybe? And this guy is the regular knight armor. Oh, he's not an elite knight. He's just got just the regular knight. He tried really hard, but he just never got that promotion to regular knight. This thing here is leading to a hat called Durgo's hat that I believe I never mentioned. But in the original game, I think it was rather challenging to get this hat, if I remember right. And they decided to just, hand it to people during this one. Just say, fuck it. Just take it, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just take the damn hat. I will show it to you, although it looks especially ridiculous. Where are you, Durgo's hat? You up here? Lord, I can't find the damn thing. There it is. Yeah. Not too crazy about that hat. Yeah. Not too crazy about that. Although the Marat hat does look excellent, and it looks kind of similar to this. It's like this, except without the mask part, so it looks extra sexy. Alrighty. Now, there isn't really anything of value in this next area that we're heading to, but I might as well show it. I might as well go down there before we continue on to the next area, which is probably going to be in the next level. There is one of those mage guys that pops out here. I'm not sure quite where he comes from, though. I guess he's on the bridge there. Elizabeth mushrooms, those aren't useful. There he is. Hello. There we go. Now let's deal with the spear guy in here. Then we can go to our final room before cutting the episode. Yes! Actually hit him. Got worried. I thought that I was going to be running into the wall there. Very nice. I know this is cheesy to do this, but fuck this guy. This game's going to be cheesy. I'm going to cheese it. It was him or me, officer. I had to do it. And that, by the way, I don't know if I pointed this out before, is the beginning of the level. It's right there. That's where we come in. Right over there. It's the first bonfire. That's cool. I love that. That's exactly how to design these levels. I don't know how they were perfectly able to fucking design the levels like this for 3 DLC, and were total shit at it before that. Very nice. I might just run into this room with the dog. Well, I guess I can try to... It's kind of annoying to try to get them to get into range of your bow. So I think I'm just going to head in there. I don't feel like waiting. Okay. Again, nothing of value in here. But for completionism's sake. Come on. Come on, little doggies. How did it kill the one behind it and not that one? You can get them to sort of walk around, and you can find the exact right angle to shoot them from up there and not even bother fighting them, so if you want to, but I can one-shot them, so it's not a big deal. Oh, Soul of a Great Hero, 20,000 souls, not really too useful to us now. I'm going to head back over to that other area, and then probably end the episode before we go down. And I will show you the Dragonbone Fist. Where are you? Here we go. Now, if you take a look at it, 14 damage? How could that possibly do anything good? Well, eventually I think you can get up to an S with strength and dexterity, or at least an A with strength and dex. So if you're a quality build with strength and dexterity, this is just going to be an amazing weapon for you. The requirements of dex, though, are 30, so that's pretty high. And you see, you take a look at this, he's kicking, he's doing all this kind of stuff. It's amazing. And if you see that, he's got the 2, that's awesome. That just looks so cool. That just looks incredible. Love that. It's a little flying kick. And I believe if you have two of these bone fists and you're dual wielding them, you're power stancing them, or if you have, I think, this plus a cestus, the power stance left trigger attack is actually a Hadouken. And that just looks amazingly sexy. But I'm going to call it an episode here. Have a good day, guys. We'll be doing more Eleum Loyce treasure hunting in the next episode and finding yet another one of those pesky Knights of Loyce. Bye-bye.